Hey guys, so this video is going to be high-end products I won't repurchase. Now, let me just get this straight right here and now. This is not a crap products video, although goodness knows I do love watching those videos. But this is not one of them. This is, I mean, all of the products that I have here, I still have, I still use them, I still like them, or, you know, some of them I do love. But I may just, you know, I have my different reasons why I'm not going to repurchase them. I've either found replacement items or you know, maybe some things that I like even better, or maybe I just don't want to spend that kind of money on that same product again, you know what I mean? So yeah, so if you're watching me and I hold up like a product that's like your HG or something, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that she doesn't like that anymore, or whatever. Like I said, I have my reasons for each product why I'm not going to repurchase. So it's not that I don't like them or love them or whatever, or it's not that I think they're crap or anything, so don't feel that way. Let me go ahead and start with makeup because that's always the most fun. So this product here is a blush. I'm going to start with blushes first, and I know that a lot of people really like this. This is by Benefit. This is Coralista, and the reason I'm not going to repurchase this is just because I have other blush that I like more, and I haven't really given this enough love. So I mean, I still do use it and I still like it, but I just have other ones that I would purchase before I would ever purchase this one. Now I have two NARS blushes. So these are two very popular NARS blushes. This one is Deep Throat, and it is a gorgeous, you know, peachy pink shade, and it has like little tiny gold sparkles to it. But again, just like Coralista, I have other favorites, even in the same sort of peachy tone, that I just like more and reach for more. So I won't ever be repurchasing Deep Throat again. Another NARS favorite, this must be probably their most popular of all time, and this is Orgasm. And it does have, you know, I liked it and I used it a lot when I first got it, but same as the other blushes, I just have other ones that I just think look better on me. You know, my skin tone or whatever. So those are three blushes I will not ever be repurchasing again. Okay, let's see. I have some Makeup Forever blushes. Their blushes can be worn as eyeshadow as well, which is exactly why I purchased them. So I'm not actually sort of, I don't know, like reviewing these as blush because I never wore them as blush. So the ones that I have, well, let's see. I've got 5 of them. And I purchased, like I said, as eyeshadow. And I got all these like really kind of like bright colors, like hot pinks, like super bright Barbie pinks, colors that I just like, that's a lavender color, colors that I thought would be really fun for, you know, eye looks, and they were, but I just don't use them often enough. I don't do like really bright wild colors on my eyes often enough. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to even get through these. You know, I've used them a handful of times, but I can't see myself ever repurchasing any of these again. This is Too Faced Snow Bunny. This is another product I won't ever be repurchasing. Now, when I got it, you know, I ordered it online once again. I think the colors are not as buttery as they could be. So, I don't know, they just didn't really show up that well. So it's not as buttery as it could be. And yeah, the whole bronzer mixed with the different shades, it doesn't really like make the product any better or more enticing for me, you know. I might as well just have my separate highlight that I really love and then my separate bronzer I really love, you know. So trying to put these together, it just didn't really do it for me. Now here's two products, two highlighters that I absolutely love, and the reason I won't repurchase them is probably due to the price and the fact that I've found other sort of almost replacements for them. So the first one, oh, it's really hard to even mention this because I know I talked about this so much when, you know, all last year. This is Dior, and this is Amber Diamond. I know, it almost hurts to say I will never repurchase this again, but you can see I still have so much that I can't ever see myself needing to repurchase it. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna run out. I just have so many highlighters and I switch around all the time. It is a gorgeous highlighter. If if you're watching this and you have not ever purchased this before and you were wanting to, I don't want this to like stop you from purchasing that. I'm just saying for myself, I just have so many other highlighters, and highlighters are like something that can, you know, they're so easily duped. So I have highlighters that cost me like $6 from Hard Candy that I love and wear almost more than this, or I should say at least as often as this I wear them. So I do love my Dior Amber Diamond, but yeah, the price is like, that's pretty much it, I guess. I just don't want to, yeah, I just don't want to pay, how much did that cost me? I don't know, 40 something dollars, almost $50, I don't know. It's a lot of money, you know? Okay, here's another one that I love. This is Lorac Spotlight, perfectly lit in Spotlight. And this is beautiful. It is such a beautiful highlight. It's kind of like, it's like gold with like this cool shimmer at the same time, or I shouldn't say shimmer, I should say just like sheen. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that at all. Anyways, so it's just a beautiful gold. I can never swatch right. What's wrong with me? Anyways, so again, gorgeous, absolutely love it, but I found an exact dupe for it. So yeah, I think with both of these products, it's just the price that kind of puts me off because I've found other dupes. And by the way, I want to do a dupe video. So if you want me to do a dupe video, I guess like, you know, thumbs up this video and I'll know if you want to see that from me. Yeah, so price-wise, there's other ones out there and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to, you know, feel like I want to repurchase those again, even though I do love them. Alright, next I have two Bare Minerals products. This is the Perfect Storm. This is an eyeshadow duo. And I bought this thinking that I was going to love it, and I don't know, I never really did. So I think this might show up in one of my spring cleaning videos. So that is the Perfect Storm. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I had a lot of Bare Minerals products before. Like, I have a lot of eyeshadows. Love those. I use all those all the time. But I had some face products that I already did like a spring cleaning on like last year, so I already got rid of them. But this one I had hanging around still. I thought maybe I was going to use it, and turns out I just don't use it. So that one might also pop up in a spring cleaning video, which I think I'm going to do one this week if I have time. Two more products from Benefit. This is Sunbeam and this is High Beam. I know some people were just like, oh my god, no. Same deal with these. I just can't justify the price when there are so many other highlighters out there that are just as good, that I get the exact same effect with. So, I mean, this one, I really love this one. This one's a little bit pale for my skin tone. I still like it, but I just never really got a whole lot of use out of it. This, I really do love it. But like I said, I can't justify the price on that ever repurchasing, although I will happily continue to use it until it's gone. Now, here's something else that might be shocking. Oh, did you just see it? Did I just show you? These are two YSL lip products, and these are the Rouge Volupte, two lipsticks. These are the only two I own, and I have, let's see, this is Lingerie Pink. The names aren't on there, but I remember the numbers. This one, number 2. Which one is that? I don't know. Sensual Silk or something like that? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, they're gorgeous products, but I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. The packaging's beautiful. I mean, there's no question about it. They're gorgeous products. However, I feel like I don't really care for as much slip on my lips as they give. So, I mean, really a lovely nude, beautiful pink, but yeah, the price, like, you're really paying for the packaging. And I do love that packaging. I like to see it sitting on my vanity, but that's pretty much all it does. And that's not worth $34 to me. Alright, another one is Tarina Tarantino lipstick, and this is in the old packaging. They've since changed their packaging, so now it's like all gray and whatever, but I've had this for a long time when Sephora first started carrying them. This is Leatherette, and it's a really pretty nude. And actually this lipstick made me mad when I first got it because it broke. I had to like kind of like melt it and press it back down, but that was really frustrating. So it was like really soft or something. I've gone in and swatched different Tarina Tarantino lipsticks, and they just never really nothing really grabs me, including this one, which I had ordered online, and I won't ever be repurchasing that one again. So lip gloss, here are two by NARS, and in general, I don't think that I'm going to be repurchasing NARS lip glosses because I can't stand the smell. This is Turkish Delight, and I think it was okay for like a couple months, but like 2 months after I got it, like the smell started changing, and it was just like nauseating to wear. So I don't know what the problem is with that. This one I just never really liked that much. This is Sweet Dreams. It was always like really dry. So I don't know, is Sephora like selling old lip products? I have no idea, but yeah, that happened with both of those. The smell, ugh, I just can't deal with that. And for, I don't know, are they $24? Something like that. I just don't want to pay that anymore for lip gloss. This is a Chanel eyeshadow single in Safari, and the color is gorgeous. It's a beautiful taupe, except I'm not interested in paying that much for an eyeshadow that's small again. I mean, when you get the the packaging, whatever the proper way is, it looks like it's gonna be bigger. And like the what do you call it? The tester out there, it's like bigger, right? So I thought it was gonna be like that size, and then you get it, and it's like this tiny little beak in there, and it's just like, I'm just not even into that. So I won't be repurchasing any Chanel eyeshadow singles again. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil, and I got this in Ash Blonde Taupe. Love the color. It's a beautiful, cool tone color. However, I just, I liked it and I used it for a long time, and I'm gonna finish it, but there's just other textures that I like better, like MAC Fling. I just like that softer texture better. It wears off a little sooner than this. This stays on a little bit better, but the texture is just so hard. You kind of have to dig in. And at first I didn't mind it, but over time it just kind of, wears on you. So won't repurchase the Anastasia Perfect Brow again, just for the fact of the texture. The next product is MAC Fix Plus, and I've had this bottle forever, and it's like just barely halfway gone. I just don't use it. I just don't use it. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, it feels really good. In fact, I could spray it on me right now. So, ugh. Yes, it feels lovely. But I just don't need it, It's just one of those things. I'm kind of like clearing out. I'm kind of like trying to simplify things, and that's just one of those things I just don't need. So I'm not going to be repurchasing that. I don't even remember how much it costs. I'm sure it was less than 20, I think. If it was over, oh boy. The next product is Makeup Forever lashes, and this is just, I'm just saying high-end lashes, false lashes in general, I'm just not interested in purchasing, because for the simple fact that there are so many really amazing false lashes in the drugstore. There's Ardell, like my top two favorites are Ardell, or I should say top three. Ardell, Red Cherry, and Miss Adora lashes. Those are like all I ever need. I don't need to spend $19 on these, although look at those little pink bows. Aren't those adorable? I really love those a lot. That's why I bought them and paid $19 for those. I can't believe it. Now I like wore them a couple times and that's it. Otherwise they look kind of weird, with the bows. I don't know, kind of drags your eye down on the outer parts. Anyways, they're cute, but not worth the price. On to makeup brushes. So which brushes will I not repurchase? MAC. Yep, that's right. I know, I used to love MAC brushes. I have several others, and you know what? There's just too many companies nowadays that have come out with really amazing brushes and brush sets. I just don't feel the need. I just don't feel like I have to pay $30 or $35 or even $40 for a brush anymore, for a single brush. There's just too many other options out there these days, so I can't ever see myself paying, $35 for another one of those. They're nice brushes, I'm not saying that, but I don't see myself doing that again. I've already been there, done that, and kind of like I'm happy with my other brushes that cost way less. So, eye brushes, same deal. This is the 239 brush. This was one of my favorite MAC brushes of all time. I think it's amazing. I think their brushes are amazing, but they're just, I just can't justify the prices anymore. The only one that I would consider repurchasing is probably this little MAC 208, and that is my gel liner brush. And it's just because it's so small and so like precise. I just really love this for my gel liner. And the only reason I would consider repurchasing this one still is because I haven't found a replacement for it. So if a company does come out with a brush that's just as small and just as fine and precise, then I'd probably end up switching. But for now, yeah, I would still, if anything happens to this, I would probably repurchase it. On to deodorant. This is one that I got mad about like last week, and I was on Twitter talking about it. This is the La Vanilla, the healthy deodorant in pure vanilla. And I bought this, I think it was like $18, and there's a lot in here. Let's see, how much is, this is, oh well, 2 ounces. I guess it just feels really heavy. You know what? It got white on my clothes, and I thought it said something about being clear or going on clear. I don't know. You know, I don't see that right offhand here, but anyways, yeah, it got white on my clothes, and I don't really like love the smell of it. But also, aside from all that, there's a ton of other, like I've been in my health food stores shopping all the healthy, you know, deodorants and stuff, and there's so many other options out there that are like, you know, $4, $6, whatever. Like, I can't believe that I paid $18 for this. Seriously? Ugh. Anyways, I know some people really like this, so if you like it, that's awesome. I just won't, this isn't a product that I will be repurchasing ever. Onto hair. So for hair products, these are 2 products that I really do love. These are the, let's see, Bamboo Smooth by Alterna, and I use these for a long time, like, I don't know, 6 months or something, and I think they are really awesome products. However, I've been, like I said, shopping my I keep calling it a drugstore, shopping my health food store, and I ended up switching to all natural products for my hair. And I've been like super, super stoked, like happier than I've ever been with my hair. Well, probably not tonight particularly, I need to wash my hair, but you know what I'm saying. I'm like, my hair has been healthier after switching to these more natural products compared to anything I've ever used before. And I've tried all kinds of, I mean, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all these different products because I have really hard to manage hair, and yeah, that's just kind of the course that I ended up going down. And I was like buying into, I was buying into like the little fantasy on the packaging, right? The little, you know, the marketing, I should say. And they really spin marketing really well to get you to buy things. And what I learned was I need to just flip it over and read the freaking ingredients, because that's what's going to tell me what it's going to do to my hair, you know? So once you start learning about ingredients, I've been Googling ingredients like nonstop for a month now. Now this product I was kind of on the fence about. I wasn't sure if I should mention in this video because this is the anti-breakage. So this is just like the smoothing candy oil, right? This is the anti-breakage thermal protectant spray. So a thermal protectant, I was really concerned because I do, like, you know, I straighten my hair with a flat iron, and you know, sometimes I curl or whatever. I use heat, I blow dry, whatever. I torch the hell out of it basically. So I really needed a good heat protectant, and I found one finally, a replacement for this. And so I'm using now one. It doesn't have any silicones in it, so it's different than these products. These both have silicones in it. So they do make your hair really nice and smooth, and you know, silicone is a slip product. So it gives you that nice smooth slip. But what I was concerned about was I wanted to test out silicone-free products just to see how my hair would react if it could go without silicone. So, wait a second, what am I doing? I'm like talking, this is like turning into a hair video. I'm sorry about that. I'll have to save that for a separate video. Anyways, yeah, basically I found a replacement for both of those products, so I can't see myself repurchasing them. I better cut this video short because I feel like I'm like rambling on now. So I think I covered everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.